Hello, hello, and good afternoon. Super excited to have you guys here with us. I'm your girl, Shay J from the Black Business Initiative, and we have yet another thing for our communities. Do me a favor, share this out right now on your networks. Yes, yes, yes. I want you to drop this in someone's DM, send it in an email, however you have to get it to them, get them this because there's going to be some great information today. It is our official WorkNow hiring event. You're looking for a placement, you're looking for careers that pay, you're looking for even somewhere to just start. I'm telling you, there's so many opportunities and you don't have to be a member to take advantage. That's right, you can join WorkNow, and I hope you do. And you can join WorkNow at any point, but you do not have to be a member to take advantage. So go ahead and share this with your network so we can get you connected to some high-paying careers and opportunities. Now remember, we don't do anything without giveaways, so it's gonna get fun. We have some great giveaways coming to you, and they're going to be e-giveaways. So what does that mean? You get to use your giveaway right away. We have Sexy Pizza. We have one of my favorite coffee shops, Whittier Cafe, and we want you to go ahead and share this out and take advantage. This is participation. So at any point, if you have any questions, if you want to know more about an opportunity, don't be afraid to drop us a question. Let us know, and we'll be sure to help you get through this. We're going to navigate this through for you. It's a hiring fair. It's for the people. Share this out on your network right now. If you're not following us on CTN Media on YouTube, I don't know what you're waiting for. Going over to CTN Media where you can follow us, hit the bell so you can know when more opportunities like this come up for you. We thank you again for joining us today for WorkNow's official hiring fair. Now, I have to bring someone to the stage who knows all about who WorkNow is and what they're doing in the community. So without further ado, our Workforce Initiative Coordinator, the one and only Katrina Work. Hello, Katrina. How are you?
I'm doing well, Shay. How are you? Nice to see you.
Good to see you. I'm so glad you're here with us.
Welcome here.
Right. Now, Katrina, I know we're in virtual world, but soon we're going to come back in person, right?
We absolutely are. In fact, many of our partners are in person now, offering training and resources in a safe way for community members who want to get connected to construction careers.
I absolutely love that. Katrina, tell them, there might be some people that are joining us that don't know about WorkNow. Give them a little bit of the background of what WorkNow is and what WorkNow is doing and how they can be a part of this.
Absolutely. Thanks, Shay. So for those of you that don't know, this is a coalition that's here to help people find and build careers in construction, whether you're brand new and have thought about opportunities, or maybe you're walking through your neighborhood and you see things being built that you want to be a part of, or perhaps you want to influence the development of it. This is a coalition of education providers, community resource neighborhood groups, registered apprenticeship programs, training programs, trade associations. This is community and industry coming together to increase the pipeline and help people understand about all the opportunities in construction careers. Many of us think about craft jobs or skilled trade jobs, and they are absolutely a part of it. And yes, they are physical work, but in very well-paying situations and really for people that like to be a part of creating and building something. There are also in this industry office jobs, professional services jobs. There are pathways to entrepreneurship and owning your own business, whether you become a supply company or an operator for a company, or whether you decide to open your own general construction firm after you've had some experience. So this is an industry where these jobs aren't going to get outsourced. This is an opportunity for us here in this state. It's consistently one of the top growing industries in the state. The wages are high, and we've got over 2,000 WorkNow members all across Metro Denver working on projects and also building their skills and upgrading their skills.
Oh, Katrina, I think that you've said so many things I think that are so wonderful, because a lot of times when I talk to people about construction, they're like, A, I have to be a man to get in the field. B, I have to do this hard labor. C, I have to have all this experience. Can you talk a little bit about how there's space for apprenticeship as well as somebody that can be of older age and the experience levels that don't necessarily have to be present to be a part of WorkNow?
Absolutely. This truly is an industry for all. And one of the benefits of working in a coalition model where we have close to 30 different organizations that have come together with a common purpose to help people get into this industry. That means we have partners that specialize in working with groups of people to connect to these opportunities. So if you're a woman in the industry, absolutely there's opportunity here for you. Close to 30% of the members of WorkNow are female or female identifying. And in fact, recently a community program started a pre-apprenticeship program that's specifically for women. So whether you're looking to get into sort of general skills building opportunities or directly to employment, there's training and mentoring services to help you connect. So you mentioned something great, Shay, that I think is important for everyone to understand, that this is one industry opportunity where there really are opportunities to come in and grow and learn from day one. We've seen people connect to employment in this coalition that worked a little for a family business or maybe just enjoyed doing things around the house and were able to connect with high wage pathways. We've seen people that got some prep training at a community college or a technical college or a community organization. We work with a lot of phenomenal nonprofit pre-apprenticeship programs that are giving people industry expectations as well as some foundational skills. But we've also seen people get into job sites that are willing to learn, ready to work hard, understand the work is outdoors, have a future chart of where they want to go potentially in this industry with no experience whatsoever. And there are some employers here today that are open to that as well, provided that you have the attitude and you're ready to go. This is an industry where you can earn and learn, you know, whether it's through a formal registered apprenticeship where you're hired by a company and you're working during the day and going to school one night a week or sometimes on a weekend, as well as just learning on the job, you know, through a mentor or watching crews and seeing what they're doing. So there's phenomenal opportunities to earn and learn from day one.
You can earn and learn. There we are. We told you don't have to be a member, but I think it's a good idea to become a member. If you want to join WorkNow, it's www.work-now.org. Be a part of this experience. I think this is a fabulous thing to have right here in our community. And guess what? They'll help you through the whole entire process. So be a part of this. Again, if you're looking for more information, you can also go ahead and directly contact Katrina at 303-352-6019. We look forward to building with you here on WorkNow. Thank you so much, Katrina, for joining us.
My pleasure. Thank you. Thanks to all of you for joining.
Absolutely. Now, my audience out there, make sure you share this out on your network right now. We're going to have some great things going on right here. Again, this is an Experience with WorkNow hiring fair, and you'll be hearing from a lot of people today. Let me go ahead and tell you some of the people you'll be hearing from. You'll be hearing from Sky Blue Builders, as well as Breckus, Towel and Stone, Nixco, Husbath Inc., 5-Star Mechanical. So when I tell you there's some things for you to join right away if you're looking for opportunity, there's absolutely opportunity right away. So again, share this out with someone on your network. You never know who's looking for an opportunity, and we want to make sure we build more and we build you. Welcome to the WorkNow Hiring Fair. We appreciate you guys for joining us. All right, we're gonna get right into it and start out with our first project. This is gonna be the Denver Central Library. Sky Blue Builders are on this project. If we can bring Sky Blue Builders out. Julia Mata, I'm excited to talk to you about opportunities that are available, and let's hop into this. Hey, Zach.
Hey, Shay, how are we doing?
How are you?
Good, we're good.
You don't look like Julia, but that's completely fine. Why don't you go ahead and give me a quick project overview about what we're looking at with Denver Central Library?
Absolutely, yeah. So I get to serve as business services liaison on one of WorkNow's partner projects at the Denver Central Library, just across the street from the Civic Center Park. And what's going on there is that we're doing a full renovation and upgrade on the Denver Central Library to provide more accessible services and general health update to the whole building as a whole, with HVAC, elevators, even an addition of a child interactive engagement center. So there's a lot of work going on at the Denver Central Library, and Sky Blue Builders is looking for 6 to 8 carpenters. And I will let her share more.
Absolutely. I don't see Julia in the building as of yet, in the virtual building, that is. So we'll wait for Julia to come and join us. Julia, we're looking for you. Julia's might be coming shortly. Is there anything else that you can share with us as far as the Denver Central Library hiring process or what that might look like?
Yeah, for sure. Anybody who is interested in carpentry work can send me an email as well, even if Sky Blue is not able to attend right now. My email is just my name, Zach, Z-A-C-H, at focuspoints.org. And you can also get connected with us through the website or the phone number below. The wage for this position is $18 to $22 an hour. And it's going to be you get to be part of a effective and growing company. Sky Blue Builders is a smaller company, up and coming in the Denver metro area. Their reputation precedes them, and they've been excellent to work with. So I would highly recommend anyone who's interested in the carpentry discipline of construction, please go ahead and get connected with us. Only requirement is going to be a high school diploma or GED equivalent. So look forward to seeing anyone who would like to take advantage of this opportunity.
Absolutely. We're excited to have these opportunities too. That I love the different educational gaps, if you will, that we can really come and participate on a different level. And so those of you too that have students out there, I know a lot of students are coming out and they're saying, what's my next step? And you're talking about GED or high school diploma. This is a beautiful place too to share this with someone that that's coming out of school, that's looking for an opportunity and looking to be a part of something. This could be their new career path.
Absolutely. And Shay, it looks like Julia might be here.
She has arrived. However, Julia, we need you to go ahead and connect your camera so we can get you on the screen up. She has arrived, and we'll get Julia on here so we can get some more information about the Sky Blue Builders and what's going on. We're excited to have you a part of this, Julia. I see you just clicked off. We'll let her get back on here. Those of you tuning in, this is the WorkNow hiring fair. There are some positions that are available right away on different levels. So do me a favor, share this out with someone else that may be looking for a new opportunity or just a way to grow, a way to expand, a new career, and somebody that's just now starting out. This is going to be a good way to get connected. And we have some connections here for you today so that you can make sure that you are in the know and you know how to get through this process and you're not doing it alone. That's what I love most about WorkNow. They're going to help you through this process. And those of you, remember, you don't have to be members, but in case you want to join WorkNow at www.work-now.org. I'm sure they will get you connected to your next steps. We see Julia. I think she's having a little bit of a hard time. Okay, Julia, we're going to get you going back there. And while we're doing that, Zach, we're going to go ahead and move forward until we can get Julia up and going. I want to do something that's, one of my favorite parts, what I love to do, this thing called giveaways. So those of you tuning in, now's the time for you to be a part of this. We want to do our first giveaway. And one of those local-owned, employee-owned food corporations, one of my favorite things, Sexy Pizza. So if you're tuning in right now, do me a favor and hashtag WorkNow. Hashtag WorkNow. And I'm going to get you a Sexy Pizza giveaway. Let me see who my producers go ahead and choose. Hashtag WorkNow. If you're ready to be a part of getting back on that field, you're ready for new career opportunities, go ahead and hashtag WorkNow. And let's get you a giveaway going for an e-giveaway for Sexy Pizza. So that means you can use it tonight to feed the family. We're excited to have you as a part of this WorkNow hiring fair. Okay, excellent. And as Julia is getting connected. All right, I see some hashtags coming through. Keep hashtagging us, hashtag WorkNow. We want to get you on this Sexy Pizza giveaway. We have Julia Mata coming up next to talk about some openings that are happening at the Blue Sky Builders. So just stay with us. This technical world is different. We're going to go in person really soon. And I think we have a winner. Boom. I think that's BG Shay. Are you trying to steal my name? I don't know. BG Shay 1001. You are the lucky winner. Do me a favor right now and go ahead and email @gmail. You have won a sexy pizza giveaway, and you can use that today. So go ahead and email worknow@gmail.com. You are the official winner of our first giveaway with Sexy Pizza gift card. Thank you for joining us, Big Shay 1001. We appreciate you. All right, I think we're gonna go ahead and bring Julia to a voice camera. If we have that, Lenny, can you go ahead and connect her if she is ready? All right, Lenny, do we have Julia back there?
Julia, are you on? Try that one more time.
Hi, can you hear me?
We can hear you, Julia. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I am doing well. Thank you for joining us. I see you're having a little bit of technical difficulties, but we still want to get the information out there. So welcome. Zach has given us an overview a little bit about Sky Blue Builders. Please let us know the opportunities right now you have available and what you're looking for right there at Sky Blue Builders.
Currently right now we're looking for carpenters. We are just a general contractor. We have contracts out at the airport, out at the Federal Center. We just got awarded a contract with CDOT. We have contracts with Denver Public Schools. So we're just kind of looking for carpenters who can do a very skilled in their trade, painters, drywall finishers. Like we're looking for all of the above. That's kind of where we're at right now with our hiring needs.
Absolutely. Thank you. Zach, do you have any questions for Julia? I know she's having a little bit of tech issues. I see people saying that they can barely hear her. So if you could just speak up a little bit. Any questions that can help guide us in the Sky Blue Builders?
Yeah, Julia, I see on the job posting, you talk about strong promote from within culture. Can you tell me a little bit more about what does growth and development look like as a carpenter within Sky Blue?
So that's one thing I'm really proud of. We are a small business. So we definitely take our employees. We want to build you up as best as we can. We understand that we might not be the ending point for you. So however we get to you, however we can meet your goals or anything like that, we definitely want to support any of your career goals. We offer training for our employees. We offer on-site training as well. We offer, as far as with their employees who don't know or aren't particular skills in a trade, we offer to train them on site, getting hands-on experience with other employees who are more skilled. If there's training opportunities that other employees are interested, we definitely are more than happy to facilitate having them join those certain programs.
That's really impressive.
That's
really
absolutely impressive.
That means a lot. And for somebody who wants to apply, who's joined us today, what's the best way to get connected for your hiring process?
So if anybody is looking to join our team, if you want to just go ahead and email me your resume or email me, I can send you our application. If you want to get that filled out, we have it available in both English and Spanish. If you want to get that filled out and then sent back to us, then we can go ahead and go through a very soft phone interview, just kind of go one morning to check your skills and have a conversation, but we'll be reaching out to you. The best way to do that is either sending me your resume. If you don't have a resume, then we can send you our application to fill out.
Oh, I love that, Julia. She said if you don't have a resume, we will send you an application to fill out. That's how you know they're working with you to make sure we get you employed. Excellent. Thank you so much, Julia. We have her number up there on the screen. It's on your lower thirds. Again, this is skybluebuilders.com. If you want to learn more information, you can also reach out to Julia Mata at 303-597-8868. Julia, any last words for anyone looking to be a part of your organization?
We just look forward to any new hires. We're really excited to have you. We definitely want to work with anybody within their skill set. So if you're interested in construction or you're interested in what we have to offer, please don't hesitate to reach out, and I really look forward to hearing from you guys.
Excellent. And I have one more question. For people who are watching today who are new to construction, what can a candidate with little or no experience in the industry do to get their foot in the door? I know there's a lot of people that are saying, hey, I've never been in construction. How do I get my foot through the door and make sure that I'm a successful candidate?
So if you don't have any construction experience, that's completely understandable. Because of the different contracts and opportunities that we have available, we offer different kind of skill sets and different trainings to different employees, but based on their interests. So we can start them off as they come in labor, and we can get them trained, and we can get them with the right materials, the right supplies to get where they need to be.
Excellent. They will get you where you need to be. So you know what that means, folks. Take advantage right away. Again, Julia's with Sky Blue Builders. They are Julia, you're looking to hire right now, correct?
Yes. Yes, we are willing to hire right now.
This is an opportunity right now. I want you guys to take advantage. skybluebuilders.com. We also have put Julia's number out there for you. And remember, they'll work with you if you don't have a resume, but you're ready to get back on that field. If you have no experience, this is for you still. We want to get you in the industry. And what I love most about this opportunity is that they promote within. So that means you have an opportunity for growth. Thank you so much, Julia. Any last questions for her, Zach?
Sounds good to
Thank
me.
you so much for your guys' time and patience today. I apologize for the technical difficulties. If you had any additional questions or you just kind of wanted to know more about Sky Blue, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Everybody has my phone number and my email. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions that you have or answer any additional concerns or anything like that. We look forward to hearing from you.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Julia, for joining us today. We appreciate you. Again, that's Sky Blue Builders. If you guys need any more information, you can also check out our description box, but you have the number below, and we are happy to help you. If you hear anything along the way that you're interested in while you are here, make sure you go ahead and connect with WorkNow as well. We want to make sure that you're getting the information you need. So if you hear something today that interests you, you can also reach out to WorkNow. And, they will be a part of Connection. You can also email them at coreworknow@gmail.com. Welcome again. You are at the hiring fair for WorkNow. We have so many opportunities coming up from Sky Blue Builders. And next, we're going to be hearing from Brecca's Tout and Stone. So I'm excited to hear about this project and what they have to offer. So we're going to go ahead and talk about our Den Great Hall. Now, this has been something we've all had our eyes on. So I'm excited to hear all about the opportunities along this side. So if we can go ahead, I'm going to have Katrina come back up here and give us a little bit of an overview of what we're looking at as we bring up Tabitha as well. Katrina, how are you?
I'm doing great, Shay. I figured it out. It's just, afternoon.
You figured it out fast. I like that. You're like, wait a minute, they probably can't hear me. Okay, excellent. And I just want to put this out there too. If you need some extra support, there are navigators that can help support you through this process at WorkNow. That's what they're here for. They're going to help you apply. They're going to help you get your foot in the door, and they're going to help escort you through the process. We know sometimes it can be daunting, and we want to make sure you have the support you need. This is why we link up with partners like WorkNow. Again, you can email them at coreworknow@gmail.com. All right, Katrina, if you can give us a little bit of an overview of what we're looking at the Den Great Hall. I know this has been a project with all eyes on deck. Tell us what we're looking at right now.
Yeah, so, as you can see, if you're out near the airport, there's quite a bit of development and expansion happening at Denver International Airport. And WorkNow is pleased to partner with two projects out at the airport now. The first is the Den Great Hall expansion. So that is a project that's involving actual work to the main building, the security gates, really revamping that design. And I'm sure you've read quite a bit about that project in the newspaper. At the same time, Den is also expanding a number of the gates and the concourse. It's not a surprise to any of us that Denver continues to grow, and the airport is certainly growing as well. There's a ton of opportunities on this project, both at the airport in general, as well as connected to the Great Hall. The contractors on this project are looking in general, and we're going to be hearing from the workforce coordinator about one specific opportunity for people that have a little bit of experience in a certain area. The contractors on this project are currently looking for a variety of different positions, and there is an apprenticeship utilization goal on this project. And if you were watching at the beginning, you'll recall registered apprenticeship is that earn and learn opportunity. It's a great way for people to get in the door. So, because this is a project that's partially funded by the city and other public sources, because they want to connect local residents to these opportunities, this is one of the pilot projects that they've established an apprenticeship utilization goal with a sub-goal of first-year apprentices. And what that means for you as somebody who might be new in construction is there are contractors on this project specifically looking for apprentices, primarily in sheet metal or HVAC work. That's plumbing and pipe fitting and electrical as well. Installing new systems, remodeling existing systems there, again, in the Great Hall main entry security area, as well as in the different gate expansion. There's a huge variety of contractors. I see a question coming in also, because this is a city project, does it have prevailing wages or what we also call Davis-Bacon wages? Yes, it does. This is a prevailing wage job. Contractors are hiring on this project. The one that we're going to hear from today, we are pleased to work with a workforce coordinator out there. I mentioned there is a goal to support new people getting into the industry on this project. And the general contractor, the prime that is overseeing the work, is Hensel Phelps. And they have a variety of subs on the project. One of the subs, you're going to hear from the workforce coordinator, is Breckus Tile and Stone. And they are looking for tile setters or marble setters, ideally that have at least 1 year experience today. That's the position we're highlighting. But when Lynn, the workforce coordinator, jumps on and tells us a little bit about this, speaking of Lynn, you're going to hear a little bit more of an extensive overview of where you can find other positions, but that's the one we're spotlighting today. So that's an overview of the project. Is there anything else, Lynn, you'd add about the project?
I would just like to thank you for that great introduction. In addition to workforce development, we do work with MWBEs. That's another goal that's required by the city as well. But my primary focus is to connect people with jobs. So like you said, that first year apprenticeship percentage is quite important. And we're going to be entering phase 2 of the Great Hall project this coming fall. So I will drop my information in the chat. There will be totally new subcontractors with phase 2. And so that means all new hiring. And so that means a lot of opportunity, not only for just apprentices, but people who are trying to just enter in as laborers. And I apologize for the visitors in the background.
It's all good. We are here together, learning together and working together. It is all good.
Yes, that's all good.
Dancing in the background too.
Okay.
So I know, Lynn, you're talking about new phases and new opportunities, but you also today do have a contractor that's hiring right now that has an opening. Can you tell us a little bit about that position and what the contractor is looking for?
Absolutely. So Breckus Tile and Stone has been installing all of the tile during the Great Hall project under Hensel Phelps. So when you go to the airport now and you take a look down at the floor and see that all the lines are straight, that's Breckus Tile and Stone. And so they really pride themselves on the work that they do, the quality work that they do, and in that effort, they're willing to support people who are new to their company and educate them on how to meet those stringent standards. So right now, Breckus Tile and Stone is doing a push for experienced tile setters. like you mentioned before. And previously, they had set the experience level to 2 or more years. Recently, they adjusted that to just 1 year. And so they're willing to work with individuals to help upskill them as long as they have some type of experience with tile setting.
That's a great thing to know as far as having some experience, but not a lot. But they need to have some. What can I do if a candidate maybe has a little bit of experience, but they want to stand out during this recruitment process to make sure they get hired? What are some things or tips that you could give them as far as their application and the way to go about standing out?
Well, insofar as working at the airport, you have to meet certain standards to achieve the badging process and the credentialing process to work at the airport. And so anyone who is interested in working at the airport, I would advise them to have necessary documentation like your birth certificate and your social security card in order to obtain badging, but then to also, if you have been justice involved in the past, to review their requirements for working at the airport. So doing that pre-work to work with any of our subcontractors on the Great Hall or the concourse expansion, I would advise them that those would be the first steps.
Mm-hmm. Learn what you're doing, learn what you need to make sure you can obtain a badge. Don't waste your time. I think that's extremely important in knowing about this about this process. As far as ages, is there an age restriction or limit as far as joining Breck Hostile?
Just being 18 so that you're able to obtain that badge to work at the airport. However, I'm willing to follow up with our subcontractor to find out what types of opportunity there may be for someone who has gone through additional education programs like CEF that may not be 18 yet.
Excellent. And can you give us a little bit? I know like the badging and all that becomes a process, and there's some people that are like, I need to get hired immediately. How long should this hiring process take?
Well, with Breckus Tile and Stone right now, they're looking to hire a minimum of 2 people per week until they have, and they're willing to do that until this month expires. And so that's like 12 opportunities for someone who has a little bit of experience, a year or more with tile setting. And so with that in mind, the application to onboarding process is relatively short. Mm-hmm. But just keep in mind the badging process for the airport. But I do have to say that there's also a caveat. A lot of our companies that we work with also have opportunities outside of the airport that people can access as well.
Yeah, and that might be a little bit easier too for someone that's just coming in. I know that badging process can be a bit much for people that have never worked at the airport. I've seen some people that it's taken some extensive time for them to get a part of that. Can you tell? I know you work with the employer. Can you tell us a little bit about the culture of being a part of this team?
Well, as a whole, I represent Max Impact Group, which is a women minority-owned business. And so our leader, Maxine Pryor, always says, yeah, everybody loves Maxine. One of my favorite quotes from her is that we do business unusual, not business as usual. And so the culture offers a lot of opportunity for innovation, as well as a focus on diversity and equity, and offering and the proper connections for women as well as other marginalized members of society, to use, one of those overcoined phrases, if you will, to really understand what it takes to enter not only construction, but small business as a whole. My position right now, we're assigned to these projects, but that doesn't mean that that's all that Max Impact Group has to offer.
Mhm. I think,
Absolutely.
Lynn, you make a great point about construction in general. If you're watching this now, if you just finished a training program and you're looking to get your career kicked off, or you're in between jobs and looking for your next opportunity, really keeping that in mind. An employer, especially an employer like Breckus that really brings, focus and dedication to the kind of detail work that they do in tile, is working at multiple sites. And, this is one of the industries where, you work yourself out of a job and go with the company to the next project or the next site. So really, in particular, if you're thinking, oh, I'm not sure about going all the way out to the airport or the badging process, when a lot of contractors hire, they're looking for people to fill their team, and they're looking for people. So we're talking about the context of projects right now, but keep in mind these opportunities will move, and having a partner like WorkNow as a resource to help you navigate that movement and network can help you get there and go with the company, which is really how you build the stepping stones to a career in this industry.
Excellent point.
That's an excellent point. And that's the whole thing, having this help to navigate through. I know people are just now getting to back to the workforce, looking for new opportunities, just now entering this. I see we have a question right now about felons, misdemeanors. How does that affect the process? What does that look like over there with you?
Well, insofar as project specific, like Katrina just spoke to, it may mean that you're a better fit for a different opportunity outside of the airport. And so working with Breckus as an example outside of the airport is an opportunity. We also have other smaller companies that we work with that have a social justice focus and are more than willing to work with people who have been justice involved. So there's opportunities out there, no matter justice involved or not. It's just depending on where. And I like to be transparent when it comes to people investing their time.
Right. We don't want to waste anybody's time. And if there are some standard kind of details that DEN badging does share around length of time, primarily for felonies, less so for misdemeanors. It's less of an issue, but we'd be happy if somebody has more detailed questions about that. If they email us at Core WorkNow, we could share that information with you, so you can decide, is that the right opportunity for me, or should I put my focus and energy somewhere else?
Right.
See, that's why we love WorkNow. This helps navigate the process. Let's not waste anyone's time. Let's get you in a position that you can actually be a part of, and let's make sure that you're growing in that position. Katrina, do you have any last questions for Lynn? You gave us some great information today, Lynn, and I'm excited about the project. I'm almost like I should do construction on the side. I don't know when. To work for Maxine, I would absolutely work for Maxine.
We have a hard hat waiting for you.
Right. Well, and this is a great reminder too that, I think, again, that, we're talking about a craft position right now, but there's all kinds of opportunities in the industry. We need people to bid projects. We need people to do payroll. We need people to connect people to jobs, like what Lynn does as a workforce coordinator. We need people to make sure that there is access to opportunities, that we know about who's hiring and who's not. Those are all important parts of the industry, and create opportunities.
Yeah, and contracting, all that. Just because you work in construction does not mean that you're always required to wear a hard hat.
Lynn, I have one more quick question I realized that we forgot to ask, and this is pretty critical. If someone is interested in this particular opportunity, I see Breckus's Tiles website banner going across the bottom of the screen. Would you like people to email you directly with their resume, or do you want them to go to Breckus's website and apply directly?
Well, first, go to Breckus's website and apply. And then once you apply, please reach out to me, because I will reach out to the decision makers who are making the decisions about who gets the jobs. And they always say, what's the old saying, is not what you know all the time. It's also who you know. And once your name is in the system, I can help make those warm contacts for you. So I cannot stress that enough. And not just to Breakfast, any one of the contractors listed on the Fly Denver website. So please, please, please reach out.
Lynn, that's great. I really appreciate your willingness to advocate and help make those connections and open those doors. That's why you're a fantastic workforce coordinator. Thank you.
Oh, sweet.
I want to add to, some of you have commented, oh, slow down the emails. If you email coreworknow@gmail.com, our business services liaison team has put together a fabulous overview of all these opportunities, including their basic job description and your contact information. So if you didn't RSVP to this event and you're watching Facebook Live or you're watching a recording later, just email us and we'll send you that description that has all the emails written in it, so you don't have to worry about writing something down incorrectly.
Great.
There you go. Like Lynn said, it's not always what you know, but who you know. And we know some amazing people to make sure we keep you in the know. Thank you so much, Lynn, for joining us today. Again, like she said, go ahead and check out Breakfast. But then once you've put in the application, make sure you reach back. Let her know your application's in so we can make sure we know how to get you involved and get you on there. Lynn's information is across the screen. Again, if you hear something today and you have more questions, like Katrina said, reach out to WorkNow as well. We're here to support you through this process and make sure you have what you need to get through this. Lynn, any last words for anyone joining? Anything else that you would like them to know?
I would just want to reiterate that if you reach out to me, I'm committed to this work and I'll reach out back. You're not just falling into a deep hole, and I'll advocate for you. So please don't hesitate.
Don't hesitate. Thank you so much, Lynn, for joining us today. We appreciate you. Again, that's Lynn from Max Impact Group. If you want to learn more about the Great Hall Project, Lynn is your woman to make sure you stay connected. And again, stay connected with Max Impact Group because they're absolutely making an impact. And I love that it is a woman-owned organization. So, that's after my own heart. So you guys make sure you keep in contact. Lynn, again, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lynn.
Thank you. All right, you guys, you're tuned into the WorkNow Hiring Fair. Those of you just now joining us, don't worry. If you feel like you missed anything, there is a replay. You can watch this anytime on CTN Media. We want to make sure you still have the information and you're connected. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't share it out with your network. No. Share it out with your network absolutely right now. Again, if you check out the link in the description box, there's more for you inside of there. And we want to make sure you're connected. So if you hear something today, you need more information, coreworknow@gmail.com is your email to go. They'll make sure you're connected with any and all things that you heard today. And we want to make sure we're not just surviving, but we're thriving as a community. Thank you guys for tuning into the WorkNow Hiring Fair. We're just now getting started. There's lots more along the way, but you know what time this is. Since you're tuning in and you're being so great as a nice virtual audience, I have to do another giveaway. Yes. It's time for a giveaway. Look, at my production team knows what's going on. Whittier Cafe, my favorite place, which is a social coffee house to go have coffee. So if you're in the Denver area, even if you don't get this giveaway, check out Whittier Cafe. It is definitely the place for social impact. Again, those of you joining us, we just heard from Max Impact Group as far as the Den Great Hall. So this is what I want you to do. If you're ready for this Whittier Cafe giveaway, go ahead and hashtag Den Great. That's DEN Great. I want to see those hashtags coming in. It's Den Great. And we want to make sure that you are connected to opportunities. So send us those hashtags and my producer will let you know who the winner is. We're giving away giveaways right here at the Hiring Fair for WorkNow. Share this out with your network right now. Make sure they go on over to YouTube and subscribe to CTN Media, where we'll keep these opportunities coming for you and keep you connected to community and growth. We want to make sure you stay in the know. So share this out with somebody. I see those hashtags coming in. Don't worry. My producer's going to pick one of his favorite people. So get ready for that. All right. Okay. You know what? I think that's a great pick because, Fran, you've been on it today. Go ahead. This Whittier Cafe giveaway goes to Fran Gallegos. So welcome, Fran. You know what time it is. Go ahead and shoot us an email back in. You're getting the e-giveaway to Whittier Cafe. You just go ahead and shoot an email right now to WorkNow. The email's coming across the screen. You can shoot an email and tell them that you're the winner of Whittier Cafe, and we will make sure you get your e-gift card right away. Again, that's coreworknow@gmail.com. Super excited to have you join us. Thanks again, Fran, for being a part of the conversation. Remember, at any time, if you have questions that need answers, this is what we're here for. We want to make sure you're connected. We want to make sure you have the answers, and we want to make sure that you know that there's a support system in place for your next career move, your next opportunity. Whittier Cafe, that giveaway is going out to Fran. Thank you so much, Fran. All right, up next, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into some more projects that we have going on because we're not done yet. No. We have more projects that are hitting this way. And this right here is a non-project specific. So this means there's a lot of things going on. So I'm gonna bring up my guy, Zach, so he can give us a quick project intro and let us know what's going on at Nixco. Zach, how's it going?
Hey again, everyone. Good to be back.
Hey.
It's really my pleasure to get to introduce our next contractor. Nixco is a telecommunications infrastructure company that is based out of Denver. You're starting your day at a yard right across the street from Ruby Hill Bike Park. And we are looking for lead fiber technicians and mobile hydraulic equipment operators 1 and 2. So to share more about what the company is, what these positions look like, and what they need in any potential candidates, I'm going to let Scott go ahead and jump on and share more.
Welcome,
hey, everybody.
Scott.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Thank you for joining us. Here.
Excellent. Yeah, at Nixco, we're a rapidly growing telecommunications infrastructure company. A lot of words, a lot of syllables. What that means is we install. Most people are familiar with the term fiber. So we install the infrastructure to support fiber, and that goes into what we power the 5G technology that's getting rolled out in Denver. Right now, we work for Verizon, we work for Zayo. We bring fiber to your neighborhood. We put in the pipe underground and the structures underground mostly to support that. So at this time, we're actively hiring for several positions, including, as you mentioned, we need equipment operators and fiber technicians. We also need laborers. We do a lot of auditing, which is most people would be familiar with utility locators. You see them on the side of the road every day, guys in a safety vest, and they got a little white pickup truck with a flashing light on it. They walk around and they spray paint on the ground. We do a lot of that. It's not very glamorous as far as general construction goes, but it turns into a pretty solid career because we go from there and we train how to do that job. We train how to do every job that we hire for. You don't need to have any previous experience. We're happy to look at anybody who has questionable record. That's not something we're scared of. And we want to hire women too. We're not scared to hire women for construction jobs. We're a woman-owned company. We're a small family business. Right now, we currently have 20 employees. We have benefits, really good benefits actually, and paid vacation time. So we would be happy to talk to just about anybody who's willing to show up and really wants to be a part of our team, because we're there to support you as well. Zach, thank you.
Absolutely.
Scott, this is phenomenal. You're like, we hire women. You got me at that. You got me at benefits. You got me at don't have to have too much experience. What does that growth and development look like as far as Nixco goes?
So I guess could you rephrase the question? Growth and development as a company, or as
opportunity for growth and development for someone that's looking for something that's a little bit more long lasting?
So our typical employees, we pay very competitively, even as a laborer with zero training and background. For example, we have 3 guys that came in with no background. They're just out of high school and no experience. They've already progressed up to a lead fiber technician, and they came in as a laborer, and that's within 3 months of just they had the aptitude. They were willing to put in the work, and we recognize that, and we want to reward that.
Wow, that's huge, Scott. Go ahead, Zach.
Yeah, I just really want to underline for all our viewers, this is a company that I've seen walk the talk. So encourage you to highly consider positions that Nixco is looking for. And Scott, I'd like for you to share a little bit more. Where do you most typically work on your projects?
Well, right now I've got crews running in Lyons, Colorado. We're doing a big project for a client that's bringing cell phone coverage into the canyon that runs between basically it's Lyons and Estes Park. If everybody's gone up, if you've ever gone up to the mountains, go camping, gone to Rocky Mountain National Park, there's a huge dead zone. So we're working on that one right now. We have 4 crews full time in the Denver metro area, and that's all over Denver metro. And right now I've got 1 crew in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. So we're a little bit all over the place, but the majority of our employees are day to day, day in, day out in Denver metro. And that's, we work with anybody's schedules. We're very happy to, if you can only work, if you've got childcare, you got to be off at 3. If you've got to be, you got to, go in for a meeting every Tuesday at 4 o'clock, whatever it is, we're happy to work with that. We expect everybody to have reliable transportation to our construction yard. Our typical work hours are from 8:30 to 5:30. Usually the guys show up at the yard anywhere between 7 and 8 o'clock, depending on, what crew is and what the crew lead needs for that day. If somebody has to work flexible hours, they have to be able to drive themselves to a job site. Because if you're riding in a crew truck, you might not get a ride back to the yard till they're done for the day, which might be 5:30. But that's fine. Anybody can drive their own vehicle as long as they're able to get to work. We're very happy to work with your schedule and your needs individually.
That's amazing. This is an opportunity I think people need to really share out right now. I hear so many people saying now, with the pandemic that hit, they don't have child care. They need to have these specific hours. They need to have flexibility. It's very rare that you have money like this that also comes with benefits. So this is exciting to hear about. Now, Scott, as far as someone that's coming in, what does it look like for a background check to be a part of your company?
So our clients require us to run a background check that is dependent on some of our projects. So some projects we work for the public school system. They have requirements about sex offense and crimes related to children. So that's really the only thing that we have to be very careful about. Beyond that, we're willing to consider we'll entertain the discussion about just about any other type of anything that might show up on your record. We do run a background check though, and we also run drug screens. We're a drug-free workplace. We do about 10% random drug screenings of our employees every month, and you have a pre-hire drug screening that you have to pass. We do not sponsor apprenticeships for electricians at this time. I don't currently have an on-staff electrician. We're considered low voltage technicians, and then there's a couple of industry programs that we will support related to that phase. So TIRAP is a tower industry registered apprenticeship. We can sponsor that. We can also sponsor the National Wireless Safety Association accreditation, which is similar to a crane operator card that we offer as well.
Excellent. Now, I know somebody who's going to want to get in contact with you right away and get on the hiring process. What's the best way to do this?
So we eliminate a lot of candidates, and I'll be straight up with this. I need to be able to see that you can send me an email with your resume. So you can go to the website. It's down here on the bottom of the screen. You can find our contact information there and shoot an email with a resume. Zach, I believe we've shared. Yeah, there we go. There's my email on the screen there. Write that down. Send me an email with a resume. I don't care if the resume is one page with, I've never had a job, but I need to see that you're willing to put that together and take the time to share that with me. And that's the first step. And beyond that, we'll talk about anything.
Whew, that's what I'm talking about, Scott. Just get straight to it. Be able to send me your resume. We can get you hired. We can talk about anything. We can make it fix, make it work. Any last things for the audience?
No, I think we're a great place to work. I'm pretty happy with it. My wife is the owner of the company. We're like just a case in point. You know, my execution manager is my next door neighbor, lives across the street from me. His wife is our business office manager. We're all about the families. We love our community, and we want to stay Colorado. We want to bring livable wage jobs, because I don't know if anybody else has tried to pay rent in the last couple of months, but in Colorado, and it's hard to entice anybody to come into the construction industry with the idea that, you know, we pay competitively, because we understand it costs. It costs money to drive a car, it costs money to drive to work, and you got to pay your rent and you got to feed your family, and that's what we're all about.
Man, this is amazing. Thank you so much, Scott, for joining us. This is Nixco. I love what you have to offer, and I hope you guys take advantage right away. This sounds like something you should jump on and you should share with someone else in your network. You never know who's looking for an opportunity. And to have somebody that can wrap their arms around you and create a community and family, go ahead and email Scott. Check out the website and get yourself into your next career. Thank you again, Scott, for joining us today. We appreciate it.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely. All right, y'all. You are tuned in right now to the WorkNow Hiring Fair. We're so excited. We have some dope people that have joined us today. Zach, I really like Scott's opportunity. I feel like there's so many things there for people that are starting out, for people that just need a little bit more flexibility. I mean, for people that can just only send over a resume, Scott has you covered. He really has you covered. So thank you, Scott, for joining us. We appreciate that. You guys want to keep on moving through here. You're in the WorkNow Hiring Fair. Thank you for joining us right now. Share this out with someone in your network. I'm going to do a giveaway because Scott was so amazing. So this is going to be my next giveaway. I'm going to get you right back to Whittier Cafe because you might need a cup of coffee to get your resume together. So go ahead and shoot us in right now. If you feel like you're ready for your next opportunity, why don't you go ahead and hashtag I'm ready. I want to see the hashtags I'm ready. We want to get you back out there and get you in the field working. We encourage you to stay connected. Again, if you have questions about anything you heard today, do us a favor. Reach out to WorkNow. We have navigators in place to make sure that we can navigate this for you and that it's not a heavy lift, but you are connected with the people you know that you need to know. So go ahead while you're watching and hashtag I'm ready so we can get you our next gift card coming out. So much great info, so many great opportunities that are available right here. And WorkNow, we are super excited to have you bring this to our community. As we're moving forward and those hashtags are coming in, we'll get somebody up there in a few as a winner. But I want to go ahead to our next project. I know we are getting close and nearing to the time, so I want to make sure we have time for all of our projects. This next project that we're looking at, oh, I see a winner. All right, Frank Woods, you are the winner. Go ahead and email right now, WorkNowWW.org. They're going to put that, I think I got that right. They're going to put that on the board for you. But I see you're ready, Frank. We want to make sure you get this Whittier Cafe, and I hope you get your resume in as well. The email is coming across the screen where you can email us in, and we'll make sure you are getting your e-gift card right away. Take advantage right now and make sure you share this out. We're going to go ahead and take a look at our next project that is out here. This is the National Western Center. Now, if you're in Colorado, you've heard about this. Otherwise, you're probably living under a rock. So we're going to talk about how Husbath is helping connect you to the National Western Center. Let me go ahead and bring up one of my favorite guys that always tells us what's going on, Mr. Rich Marr. Rich, do I have you out there? Let's get you on the screen. Rich. Richie Rich. Rich. Rich, you're not rich, you're Zach. Zach, you're not, I mean, you could be rich. I don't know your life. You might be really rich. But Rich will probably be joining us really shortly so we can get an overview on the national project. I think this is Rich joining us right now, Zach. So I'm going to go ahead and get you off of there and let's bring Rich on. Zach is Rich, guys. Don't let him fool you. All right, Rich, how are you doing, Mr. Rich Marr? There you go. Get those headphones in. Hi, good to see you. Rich, tell us a little bit about the National Western Center and what we have to look forward to.
Okay, so we've been working with the National Center for quite a long time now, and Husbath is really the main employer for that project. And right now, we're just now finishing up the HIP project, which is kind of cleaning out the site, getting ready for the verticals going up. So Husbath has been a part of that project. And we've been doing a lot of recruiting for Husbath. They have tons of opportunities for entry-level folks that want to get into environmental work like asbestos abatement, demolition. They're also moving out into the environmental work. And Frank has a lot of information. Frank Garcia, who is their training coordinator and safety engineer, is very active with this and recruiting for those positions, and they're going to be having more coming down the road. We're also doing some advanced training with their staff through the Skill Advance grant, and Husbath has been an excellent partner with WorkNow in this project. So I'd really love to introduce Frank Garcia of Husbath and have him share with us what Husbath is about and what kind of opportunities we have for our folks at WorkNow.
All right. Hi, Rich. Thank you. Thank you for that. So my name is Frank Garcia. I am the Environmental Health and Safety Director for Husbath. We kind of mentioned about the National Western Project. We've kind of been out there for the last, I would say, 2 to 3 years. Just pretty much doing all the development, doing some demolition work, doing some infrastructure work as well. But we have more opportunities than just that. Right now we're working in Colorado Springs. We're working in Wyoming. We have opportunities out in California, but our main goal is here in Colorado. This is where our corporate office is. This is where we operate out of. We operate out of Englewood, Colorado. That's where our main office is. If you know where Santa Fe and Bellevue are, those are our cross streets, and we've been there for the last, I want to say, 20 years. We're about to celebrate 22 years of business here in Colorado as well. As Rich mentioned, we have previously been known as an asbestos abatement company, but now we've really expanded our horizons to be more than just that. We have an infrastructure service line, which we lay those pads out. We lay the foundation for developers to build off of. We also have industrial and soft craft services, which we put insulation onto pipes. We also build scaffolding, painting, coatings, and a lot of these we work with aerospace companies. So some of this insulation that we have to put on, it has to go up, be capable of extreme temperatures, negative 300 degrees Fahrenheit or as much as 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. We also have, painting and coatings for vacuum chambers to simulate, space and stuff like that. So we have opportunities that are pretty unique, that, only a few people will be able to see that, or, aerospace engineers will only be able to see that. Another thing too is, we do have that abatement service. It's a small kind of service line wherever we go. But we have a core group of people that are eager to train, myself and these people that have been in the industry for 20 years. We're eager to train you. We're eager to bring you on. You don't have to have any experience at all. I think that's the best, when we can actually mold you and bring you up into that. And then finally, we have that environmental remediation service. This is another avenue that's different than that asbestos, lead, mold. We're looking into, high hazardous materials and removing that stuff. And we're more than willing to train. And that's why we've really partnered with you, Rich, and WorkNow, to make sure that we get our people, trained, certified, and ready to work. And that's when I say, you don't need any experience. You don't need any experience at all. The main thing is to have that motivation to want to learn and to grow. So.
Frank, I have a question for you. You're looking for folks that are motivated. Are there any other characteristics that a person can have, or attributes that someone can have, that they could see, oh, I'm a good candidate for this industry? Are there some certain traits that you look for, or backgrounds?
So as far as backgrounds go, I mean, I think we mentioned, some other companies mentioned before that, there's certain areas, as far as if you have felonies, misdemeanors, you can't work on certain projects that we have, like military bases, federal sites, something like that, or within schools. But really, we're willing to bring on people, even with some felonies, misdemeanors, anything like that, as long as we discuss those and we talk about what opportunities you have. But as far as that goes, I mean, the main thing is just motivation to work, motivation to learn. If you're willing to learn, you can grow within the company. I think I'm a prime example of that. I was hired on as a delivery boy, and through time, training, experience, I grew my way into the safety director position. So,
case in point, good example for the rest of us.
Yeah.
Can you, one of the positions that we are recruiting for is the asbestos abatement worker. Can you tell us a little bit about what that process is to go through the training to get certified? Because there is some time involved in that people should know about. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so the main thing, so in Colorado, you have to have certain certifications and licensing to be able to handle asbestos. So the first thing would be, if you want to be just a normal laborer, you would have to go through a 32-hour class, which is a 4-day period. If you'd like the supervisor certification, that's going to be a 5-day class, so that's a 40-hour certification. So once you complete that training, then you're eligible to get licensed as a asbestos worker or an asbestos supervisor through CDPHE, which that requires you to take an exam at their offices or at their facility. Then from there, you will receive your license. And then from there, you have to complete a physical to make sure that you're able to wear a respirator. So I would say it's probably maybe a 2-week process just to get that through. It could be a little bit more depending on time restraints, of course, if you need to do other things, obviously. But I would say 2-week process is as soon as we can get you.
Okay, thank you. And is there anything else you want to share with folks about Husbath's culture? Why would someone want to work for your company?
Yeah, the main thing is here is that there's opportunity to grow. It's not a stagnant where you get hired and you stay where you're at. I'm a prime example of that. As long as you work hard, you're motivated, and you're willing to learn, you can move up. We were purchased by a parent company named ASRC, AIS, so ASRC Industrial Services. So we have more opportunities throughout the nation to work with sister companies on projects. So main thing here is that with previous abatement companies that they would hire you on for a contract and then tell you good luck. But here we're willing to cross train, keep you working throughout the year.
Cool. And can you tell us a little bit about well, I think you mentioned it to us just a moment ago. You mentioned your own career at Husbath. What are typical career advancements as somebody starts out as a abatement worker? Would they move into maybe becoming a team supervisor, or how would that look? What would that look like?
So the main thing is, as coming on as an abatement worker, and you go through kind of a mentoring process to make sure that you understand what you're doing, how to do it safely. The main thing is we want to make sure that everyone's doing it safely, so that way we're not exposing ourselves to any hazards. Mm-hmm. That way we know what we're doing, how we're doing it, and that we know we're safe while doing it. But main thing is mentoring. And then from there, we'll get you to a level and training. We'll get you more, leadership training, supervisorial training. Then we can move you up as a supervisor, then superintendent. And then if your abilities say that you want to stay in operations, hey, maybe project managing, or hey, you have a focus on safety, hey, come join the safety department. So there's opportunities depending on what your skill set is and what you feel comfortable with. Mm-hmm.
Now, folks that are watching today, I want to let you all know that if you are a WorkNow member, WorkNow can help assist with that training that Frank was talking about. So you can contact me directly, Richard Marr at richard.marr@ccd.edu, or you can apply directly at the website that you see flashed at the bottom here. You can also contact Frank at his number here. And Frank, I understand that you guys have an application form for folks to fill out. For WorkNow members, we can send the resume to Frank and their HR department, Esmeralda Garcia. So there are several ways to apply. If you apply directly, if they want to hire you, Husbath can refer you to WorkNow for training. So lots of opportunities here for long-term employment. And if anybody's got any other questions, let's open the floor. Shay, we can't hear you.
You covered so many great things. Thanks again, Frank, for joining us. Now, I know that it's easy to apply as far as they can contact you directly. What does the hiring process look like as far as being involved? Is this a long hiring process that we're looking at, or what is that like?
I would say depending on what you're wanting to come on for, it could be as little as 1 day, 2 day period. But if you're looking to get into, if you're looking into getting into kind of our asbestos abatement services, there is that training that you have to kind of go through that takes about 2 weeks, but we can get you on as soon as possible, pretty much like yesterday. So.
I like to hear that. And I heard something about like another Garcia. Is this a family-owned business that is starting to run this sector?
So we started off smaller, but no, it's not a family-owned business. But it is minority-owned business. Yes, we do have that. We work well together, so we're in different departments. But yes, we are related.
I love to hear that. I think it just provides a great culture. If you can work with family, friends, people that know you, you have to have an amazing culture for people to stick around for things of that sort. Otherwise, it's a no-go. Again, Frank, if somebody is, coming out of high school now and looking for a career.
Oh, Shay, you froze up a little bit.
No.
But Deshauna, you're asking for my email again. It's richard.marr, M-A-R-R, at ccd.edu. And let's see if I can put it in the chat here. Thank you, Lenny. Thank you.
And I do want to, I guess, kind of talk about our benefits as well. We do provide health, vision, dental. We also have 401k. This is for all employees, not just specific employees. This is all employees. We also provide paid time off, so vacation time. I think as well, we do have other compensation as well. If you get into the supervisory role, we have phone, laptop, whatever the case may be, vehicle as well. So we do provide benefits for that, and we do have federal holidays as well. So just the past one we had is Juneteenth. I think that was our company recognizes that day as a federal holiday even before it was a federal holiday.
Just one other thing I'd like to mention too is that Husbath is very proactive in hiring women. So any folks that want to get into this line of work, the door is open.
Yes, and we do have a few supervisory women that are there. We're looking into bringing up maybe a superintendent woman as well. So we welcome any and all. That's why I said if you're motivated, if you're willing to learn, we have a place for you. We'll make a place for you.
Thank you, Frank. I appreciate the great information you're giving us.
Thank you, guys. We really appreciate you both. Rich, thank you for hopping on, and we really appreciate it. So moving forward, we are going to, well, actually, let's do one more thing. So I read in the chat, people are wondering, so going to the direct website, they can go on there and that's how they can apply. What does, providing your phone number, can they give a call? Can they,
So yeah, you can go to the website, husbathinc.com, download an application and email it. I believe there's I think it's HR@husbathinc.com is the actual application where you can email it in. You can also walk into our building as well and ask for an application. We're off of 4775 South Santa Fe Circle. I'll see if I can put that in the chat. But you're able to walk in, meet with myself, even some of the service line managers, and maybe just talk with them, kind of get what you have some experience in, and we can get you through the door. But husbathinc.com, you'll you can download an application there.
And then another option, just to let folks know, the members know, if you are a member of WorkNow, you can contact your navigator, who can then forward your resume to me, and we can talk with you to determine if you make sure that you're a good candidate. So for WorkNow members, we have a kind of an internal link through the business service liaison. So for anyone that's working with a navigator, please contact that person, and that person will refer you to me to pass on to Frank and Esmeralda.
Absolutely. Well, thank you both. Rich, thank you for hopping on and explaining some of the stuff that Frank is doing. And Frank, thank you so much for being here today. We really, really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you guys very much. And thank you for everyone that's involved.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So thank you guys for joining the WorkNow hiring fair. We are very, very glad that you guys were able to make it. I'm Chris Cleve. Shay is just having some issues, some technical difficulties trying to get back on. So for right now, what we're going to do is we are going to do another giveaway. So the giveaway that we'll be doing is to Sexy Pizza. And because this is an e-giveaway, you can use this today. So if you haven't had any dinner just yet, I will put this up. It's Sexy Pizza. And since we just had Rick just join, I will say let's do hashtag Husbath Inc. So hashtag HUDSPETHINC. Let's do that there. Let's hashtag that. And if you guys can get on and hashtag that, we will choose a winner very shortly. And I see Shay's back on. So thank you guys for joining WorkNow's work fair. And nice to have you back, Shay.
Thank you so much, Chris Cleve. We appreciate it. This is what teamwork looks like. This is what community looks like. And this is what navigation looks like. So if you heard something today and you're like, I need someone to help me navigate through the process like I just did, contact WorkNow. This is what they're here for, to make sure they can help you navigate through this process, and you're not doing this alone. So again, we can share Rich's email as well. You can reach out to Rich, or you can reach out to anyone on the team. I see someone asking for Rich's email. Let's go ahead and share that out, Chris Cleve. We can get Rich's email shared. Again, we want to make sure you guys are connected and that you know that there's navigators to help you through this process. There's Rich Marr's email, richmar@ccd.edu. Again, there's so many things that are happening today, so I know that there could be a lot going on. You can say, hey, I missed this opportunity, or I don't know what person I should contact. I don't know who I should be talking to for what. Don't worry. That's what WorkNow is here for. WorkNow is going to make sure you stay connected, and they're going to make sure you have the contacts you need. You can email coreworknow@gmail.com to make sure that you are in the know of what's going on and who you should be in contact with. What I love most is that a lot of the information we're hearing today, they're saying, hey, put your application in, but then reach back. Let us know you put the application in so we can make sure that this is navigated the proper way and that we're getting you hired. This is all about getting you work now, not work tomorrow or the next day, but work now, you guys. So thank you for tuning into this WorkNow hiring fair. There's been some phenomenal people on board, and we're not going to stop yet. So do me a favor again. If you're watching right now, I think he told you to hashtag Husbath for free pizza. We put it in what that looks like. We want to see you go ahead, hashtag it up so we can get another winner out there for Sexy Pizza. Let's make sure he has the correct email out. Let's make sure we share Richard's email one more time to make sure it's the correct one. Yep, you guys got it right. Richard.marr@ccd.edu. Go ahead and hit Richard up if you want to know more about the Husbath opportunity on our National Western Center. I know that this opportunity has been growing and growing, hasn't stopped. And, you know, I love anything that has some community aspects to it, and this opportunity absolutely does. We're going to keep moving forward here in the hiring fair that you're tuned into. I'm hoping that you have actually shared this with someone in your network. No, this is not just about jobs, but this is about career. This is about opportunity. This is about community. This is about building. And those of you that have youth need to be connected to careers, not just jobs. So please share this out with our youth as well. There's so many layers to this thing, and there's so many different opportunities. Again, remember, we're not looking at construction the old way. We're looking at this as a whole new entity of what's going on, and construction is not going out of style anytime soon. If you look around, everything's being built up around, built up here, built up there, and you're saying, how do I be a part of this infrastructure? How do I be a part of not just being on the ground, boots on the ground? There's other aspects of this. So I want to make sure you guys are connected and make sure you have what you need, not just to survive, but to thrive. I think that one already won, so we're gonna have to get somebody new up there. Go ahead and keep hashtagging us up, and we'll make sure we get somebody to win some sexy pizza. All right, friends and family, we're gonna keep on going. You just heard from the National Western. You've also heard from Nixco. You've heard from my girl at Max Impact on behalf of the Den Great Hall. You've also heard about the Denver Central Library. We've had some amazing projects come to you. Right now, we're gonna go to a non-specific project. This right here is going to be a great conversation to talk with Zach about the opportunities that are available at the 5-Star Mechanical. So if I can bring my guy Zach forward. Zach, if you can tell me a little bit about the project overview, about what is available.
Absolutely. Hi, everyone. Yeah, we have a special opportunity from 5-Star Mechanical, who's not able to join us right now, but we wanted to make sure that you got to know about the opportunity. They are looking for HVAC technicians. And it's a need that they have immediate. The build opportunity currently is in a new hotel that's being constructed in Silverthorne, Colorado. So a reliable transportation is going to be a plus for you, but don't let that be an inhibitive factor if you're interested in the HVAC technician position. There are other rideshare opportunities available through the company as well. They're looking for experience with ductwork if possible, but it's not a requirement. If you don't have any experience, they're willing to train. The amazing thing about this as well is that they're another small contractor looking to expand, and this is a salaried position. This position is ranging from $3,000 to $5,000 a month. So again, talking about significant wage increase for many of our community members, and want to encourage you to take advantage of an opportunity like this to earn a livable wage here in Colorado. So if you are interested, please go ahead and give Aaron Virea a phone call there. You just saw his number below. 5-Star Mechanical, 5starsmechanical.com is their website. You can also reach out to me, Zach Torres. My email is zach, Z-A-C-H, at focuspoints, with an S at the end, .org. Definitely. So please send any interest that you have. We want to make sure you get connected to these employment opportunities. And I'm really grateful to have every one of you join today.
Thank you, Zach. You said something that's really cool. You said opportunities with Rideshare. I've never heard of these opportunities in order to get to work. Can you elaborate a little bit about what that could even look like?
Yeah, that might look like any employees meeting up at a shop where a lot of this HVAC is prefabricated and traveling from the shop to the actual installation site. I imagine that's what it's going to look like most, but I don't know exactly how 5-Stars Mechanical is offering this, but it's really significant, I would say, that they're not making a requirement, lowering barriers to get connected to employment and not letting transportation be something that would stop you.
That's huge. We know that our communities already have so many barriers to be a part of this, the industries, and to really be a part of something that's not just a job, but a career. Thank you, TJ. Great info. Yes, this has been some phenomenal information coming through. I think that this is just great to hear that we're not letting something else be another barrier. Zach, with you being a part of really a liaison at WorkNow, helping people connect to that, can you tell me a little bit about the process of being a navigator and someone connecting with a navigator?
Definitely. Yeah, anyone who is interested in these opportunities or just to explore what a construction career would mean for them, WorkNow is offering navigators who are there to work with you one-on-one as you process your workforce goals, understanding maybe what experience you have in the past. And with that direction established, are there any challenges that you might need to overcome in order to achieve those goals? Well, we want to support you in overcoming any of those challenges through the resources that we offer, getting you connected to information and opportunity just like these employment options, providing you connectivity as well to training, different trainings, no matter what industry, sector, or discipline of the construction. field that you would be interested to get into. These are really valuable relationships that are there to make sure that you're able to start or continue in your construction career without anything like the unforeseen challenges of life getting in the way of that development for you and anyone that you're helping to provide and support for as well.
That's huge. We want to make sure you're supported through this process. So I know some of you coming and joining, you maybe not be a member of WorkNow, and that's okay because it's not just for members, but this might be a great time to join WorkNow, to be a part of the membership, to have somebody that can help you through this process. If you want to join, you can go to www.work-now.org. It's so important to have people that can help you navigate those things, especially applications, the necessities, apprenticeship. What's the best fit for you? That's what I love about when we started really linking with WorkNow as a resource. It was beautiful to see that people were not alone in this process. It can be daunting, it can be a lot, and then sometimes you're actually applying for something that doesn't fit you at all, that you really are not even supposed to be a part of, or that's going to be a long hiring process and you need something immediately. It's great to have partners like WorkNow that's going to help take care of some of those questions and guide you the right way. So again, the opportunity that Zach is talking about right now is 5-star mechanical. And again, Zach, one more time, what are they looking for immediate hire?
For immediate hire, yeah, you can get connected with Aaron Virea. And that contact, I think we can bring it up here. Here's his phone number, 720-276-5810. If you have questions or want to look into the company more, here's their website, 5starsmechanical.com. And you can always reach out to me at my email below as well.
Reach out to Zach. He'll make sure you're connected and you're in the right place at the right time. I think we have a question right there. It's prior to the senior class. Zach, I'm going to go ahead and reference this question over to you. As prior attendees of the CCN class, can you tell me whether I already have a WorkNow coordinator? If so, whom and how can I get in contact with them again?
Absolutely. So it's likely that Jim or Karen would have been your navigator if those names ring a bell. But you can also contact us at coreworknow@gmail.com, and we'll be able to recreate that connection if you already have been signed up as a member and got disconnected at one point or another along the way. We want to be there to support you still. And for anyone else who maybe heard something, but you missed it or you want to learn more, use this email, coreworknow@gmail.com, and we'll be sure to get in touch with you and follow up on any requests that you might have.
Thank you so much, Zach. You're always a great of assistance to this process. Any more things for the people, Zach, they should hear from the WorkNow side?
Yeah, encourage everyone. Navigators are a great resource. So are other WorkNow members. Employers, also, we have a great opportunity for a peer networking session coming up on strengthening your job search. So want to encourage everyone, get connected and don't walk through this process alone. You don't have to, and we have a fantastic network for you to be a part of.
Did you hear that? You don't have to go through this process alone, you guys. They have someone to help you with this. Again, make sure you contact WorkNow. This is a program with resources and resource partners. They're building more. They're building you. They're making sure that you are in the know about what is up next. How do you take part in this? How do you have the assistance for your next career move? It's extremely important that you use the resources that are out there. And I'm just so grateful that someone has taken time to come into our communities that sometimes don't get the information, sometimes don't get the assistance or the help, or, have been really taken outside of these things that are not careers. We know when we talk about living wages right now in Colorado, oh, you need a career. People are working 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 jobs to survive. WorkNow is going to connect you to some high-paying, high-growth positions, and also hold your hand through a process that might be a little bit much. This is not a one-off fair. This happens more than now. So again, we have another WorkNow hiring fair coming up September 23rd. If you heard something here today and you're not quite ready, but you want to jump in later, or even if you're ready now and you want to connect later, you want to share this with somebody else, September 23rd, 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time is going to be our next hiring fair. It's going to be virtual. You never know. We might add an in-person component as well, but we want to make sure that you're definitely a part of this. This is how we make sure that our community is not just surviving, but they are thriving. You have tuned into the WorkNow Hiring Fair, and we're so excited that you joined us. Now, I hope you do me a favor again and share this out with someone else inside of your network. Drop it in their DM, send them this link. The beautiful thing about this is that you can catch this replay 24/7. This replay will be available. So someone that is looking for an opportunity, they didn't have to tune in today, but they can tune in later. Make sure they go to CTN Media right on YouTube, follow us, and be a part of staying connected. If you heard something today and you want to get involved, again, make sure you shoot an email over to WorkNow. That's going to be at coreworknow@gmail.com. Shoot them an email, be a part of being helped through this process. We want to make sure you're connected again. We thank each and every one of you for joining us today. We couldn't do this without you. This is what community looks like. We're so thankful again to WorkNow as our community partners at the Black Business Initiative. We couldn't be able to get this information out without WorkNow. So thank you for making sure that you continue to be a community builder and you continue to change the narrative. We appreciate each and every one of you for joining us today. Until next time, let's make sure our community is not just surviving, but they are thriving. Thank you again for tuning in to the WorkNow Hiring Fair. Until next time, peace and love.